Greetings from Pennsylvania once again. We're still up here in Loyal Sock State Forest, right next to the McIntyre Wild area. And we just got done walking up Miners Gorge to see a bunch of super amazing waterfalls. Super cool, one of the most fun hikes I've done in a little while. But yeah, wasn't even necessarily planning on doing that hike. I was gonna focus on what I'm doing in this video, the Rock Run Falls, or at least two of them. I'm so glad I went up there. But anyway, I'm back at the Jeep. I'm gonna have a little snack. And then before heading off to try to find these other waterfalls along Rock Run, which is down that way. But let me show you the map. So here's our map of Loyal Sock State Forest once again, from Purple Lizard Maps, one of the best out there. So once again, we're up here in Ralston. Here's the McIntyre Wild area. We just got done going up to Miners Falls. That was amazing. But now we're gonna look for Rock Run Falls. We're parked here. There's a lower, a middle, and an upper falls. I'm kind of gonna let the lower falls go. We're gonna look for the middle and the upper falls. So this is Rock Run Road. Out that way is Ralston. There's a nice little pull off here. Once again, that's Miners Run, Miners Gorge, which flows down this way into Rock Run Creek, which is just down there. But according to my directions online, we need to get to the middle falls. We need to walk down this road a little bit, and there'll be a sign up here. Or there should be, we'll see. And we'll see how these Rock Run Falls compare to the Miners Run Falls. I was pleasantly surprised by those. But we'll see. Rock Run is probably a larger creek, so it might have bigger falls. Yeah, there are a number of like cabins down here too. I wonder if they're those like ones you can lease from the state forest. One there, one up there. I do see a sign up there. Yep, this way is the McIntyre Wild area. There's a ghost town up there, which you have filmed years ago. I'm not gonna go up there this trip. All right, where's our trail? Well, there's an even bigger pull off over here, but yeah. So this is a private driveway, but Middle Falls access is 200 feet up the road, so. Anyway. Where I did park was just around the corner, so no big deal. Yeah, a number of cars here, so I don't know, there might be, we'll see. This is a Thursday morning, so I mean, there's the people that are staying at the cabins down there. Whoops, branch. We'll see. It's always nice to have these waterfalls to yourself, but all right, here we go. Middle Falls. Here's our trail. Yeah, so it's quite obvious. Let's see if we'll be wowed by this one. Yeah, I'm already seeing some other folks, which is fine. Alright, but we're going to get a view from the top of the falls. We'll see if there's a trail that goes down below too. Oh, it just plunges down in here. Whoa. Yeah, but super awesome looking up there. You don't want to fall in there. And then Yeah, so the creek just plunges into that little thin area. There's some deep pools of water. I'm thinking in the summertime they get a lot of people here. But let's, I think we can make our way down out to there. I think. Rock hop a little bit. Yeah, super big pool of deep water out there. Oh, here you can see the plunge up there. Careful right here. Yeah. So pretty cool spot, but so far I think I like Miners Run Falls better than what we did previously, but still a cool spot. I think I'm gonna dunk my other camera. I brought 3 cameras along. I'm gonna dunk my other one into the water a little bit, see what's down there. But yeah, cool spot though with that plunging area back there. Well, we may have got some footage. This is my older action camera on a longer stick. We're up pretty high. It's kind of hard to get the right angle, but got a few shots. All right, but I think we're gonna make our way back up and try to find the upper falls. So, but yeah, I can tell this place gets a lot of activity in the summertime. There's some tadpoles over there. Let me show those to you quick. Yep, here on top of this water here, there's a bunch of little tadpoles in there. You can see them without the glare. Not sure. You guys will be safe up here. This pool of water ever dries out. But one last look. All right. Look, I need to get a shot of myself in here somewhere. Maybe if I go out, set the camera down and go out there, maybe. We'll try that. All right, so I gotta take you guys out there now. It's a cool spot. Before we head out to the upper falls. Scooch on down there. Turn you off for this. Yeah, we were just over there. All right. All right, but time to say farewell to Middle Falls. Try to find the upper falls. Like I said, there is a lower falls too, but I'm not saying you shouldn't go and see it, but from what I read, these are the 2 ones to maybe focus on. Maybe some other time I'll check the other one out, but I do have a lot of places I want to go to today, so kind of make decisions. All right, let's get to the upper falls. All right, time to hit up Rock Run Road. It's just a beautiful drive too. So we'll pass where we went down to the Middle Falls, and then up a little ways there should be another pullover. Besides this one right here. Hopefully it's super obvious. All right, so we have made it. And once again, online directions proved to be a bit dubious. I did have GPS coordinates for the waterfall, because I found a spot down there that looked like an old road going down to the falls, because my directions said it was just a pullover rolling road and you'd like hike a quarter mile, but I just decided to keep driving up the road and there's another parking lot right here. So, and there's a sign over here that says Upper Falls. So, there we go. I'll just quick to change the battery in the camera and we'll head down. All right, so fresh battery, let's head on down. I mean, I'm glad it's changed. I'm not sure how long this parking lot has been here or the sign, but it makes it much easier. There's one of these cabins down here too. I definitely hear water. I think these are the people I saw at the other fall. Alright, it turns out that lady recognized me, so talked with her a little bit. Told them to go check out Miners Falls. They do a bit of a steep hike down. So I guess you go this way. Or just follow the sound of rushing water. So let's see what this one is like. Oh, there's other people down here too. It just feels like when you're in these remote areas that you're the only one out here, but there was only one other car in the parking lot, so anyway. But I've seen a number of people fishing and all kinds of stuff out here. It's a beautiful day. I'm definitely hearing the sound of water. I think they're up here fishing too. Oh yeah, I hear a waterfall. Yeah, just over here. Let's go over here. Beautiful area though, wow. Super dark pool there. Well, there's some columbines growing here. We'll check those out in a minute. Yeah, right here, some columbines. We'll zoom in on these. These are absolutely beautiful. There they are, check that out. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, but they're moving on, but I'm gonna move that towel. Kind of takes away from the naturalness of the area. I don't know if that's theirs or somebody left that here, but let's move it. Set it over here. Looks a lot better now. Yeah, beautiful spot. Let's take you guys over there. Wow. Don't want to end up in there. just in an absolutely beautiful spot here, Loyal Sock State Forest. Upper Rock Run Falls. It was super cool. All the way up this way. Looks like the trail goes over there too. All right. Another little waterfall coming down over there. Be fun just to keep exploring, but we don't have time for that today. We're gonna make our way back up the trail, which was, I guess that is the trail we came in on. Yeah. All right, farewell, beautiful waterfall. Okay, that's not the way we want to go. We do want to go up this way. Some other random clothing laying around. So these rock run falls definitely get a lot more attention than the Miners Run one does. At both spots, the middle and the upper, I did see, signs of campfires, which they specifically have signs up here saying no campfires. And just, not too trashy. Thankfully no graffiti, but you can tell they get popular probably on the summer weekends. In fact, they were finding people on a Thursday morning. But yeah, it'd be super cool to just explore along the whole length of this. I think Brett, Topo Ranger, I think he explored a number of spots on here in previous videos. I've talked about him in the past. But yeah, both these are cool spots, but in the end, I think I liked the previous video, Miners Run Falls, better, those three. I don't know. You can let me know what you think. Well, let's head back up. Like there's one of those cabins again. We head back up the steep hike. It's not too far though. And back up to the parking lot. So I'm kind of wondering where those four young fellows down there, kind of wonder where they parked, because their car is not up here. All right, but maybe there's a spot further up, who knows. But that's gonna be it for this video, folks. I'm now headed to a place called Devil's Elbow Natural Area. We were there quite a few years ago when we did the high point of Lycoming County. It was in an area, but there's a trail there. I never did the whole trail. And I'm trying to get to every one of Pennsylvania's natural areas to document it more completely, so we're gonna head there. Has a cool name to it too. Anyway, as always, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.